program on Netflix failed to rank among Netflix's top 300 most watched titles between January and June. New York Post.
The storm hit overnight, and no one saw it coming. Meghan Markle, the woman who once seemed untouchable, untarnished, and effortlessly glamorous, is reportedly facing the kind of professional nightmare most Hollywood stars pray never comes. According to multiple sources inside streaming giant Netflix, Meghan's brand is facing a catastrophic collapse, and the platform is allegedly demanding millions in damages. Yes, you heard that right, millions. It all started behind closed doors. Sources say that Netflix executives had been quietly growing frustrated over delays, mismanagement, and creative conflicts surrounding Meghan's high-profile projects. Shows that were supposed to be the crown jewels of the platform reportedly fell behind schedule. Budgets ballooned, and internal teams claimed that Meghan's involvement went far beyond the standard executive producer role. Some insiders even whisper that she was meddling in ways no one expected, the kind of interference that executives say cost the company millions in both time and potential revenue.
Netflix has dropped its trailer for Meghan Markle's Christmas special. Let's have a look.
I love the holiday season. It's about finding time to connect with the people we love.
Yeah.
Embracing traditions.
I like this. The special hits the streaming platform on December 3, Kinsey. I'm not sure I can even hate watch this.
Sources close to the matter reveal that the tension reached a boiling point during a closed-door meeting last month. Netflix leadership, already exasperated by production delays and rising costs, reportedly confronted Meghan directly. The exchange is being described by insiders as blunt, uncompromising, and shocking in its frankness. Executives allegedly presented a detailed accounting of missed deadlines, failed projects, and inflated budgets. The expectation was crystal clear: recoup the losses. And if Meghan couldn't deliver, the network would pursue legal action. The legal ramifications, insiders say, are enormous. Contracts allegedly signed by Meghan reportedly include clauses guaranteeing financial penalties for delays and granting Netflix the right to reclaim funding in the event of unfulfilled promises. Sources familiar with the contracts describe them as ironclad, leaving little room for interpretation. And now, those very agreements sit at the center of what some are calling the biggest professional shakeup of Meghan Markle's post-royal career.
Out of the top 200 altogether, Netflix has made...
And here's where it gets truly dramatic. Insiders say Meghan reportedly flew into a private rage when confronted with Netflix's demands. Eyewitnesses claim she stormed out of meetings, slammed doors, and even threatened to quit entirely rather than comply with executive expectations. Some staffers describe her reaction as completely unhinged, noting that she was reportedly screaming at producers and legal teams, insisting the network had no right to question her projects or her creative vision. The fallout, sources say, has been immediate and unforgiving. Hollywood insiders claim that several projects once considered sure bets are now on indefinite hold. Marketing campaigns have been paused. Public appearances have been rescheduled or quietly canceled. Behind the scenes, Netflix is reportedly already exploring legal avenues to recover millions spent on productions that, according to insiders, never met expectations. But it's not just financial. The damage to Meghan's carefully cultivated brand is being described as catastrophic. Industry insiders note that Netflix had once been a crucial vehicle for Meghan's post-royal reinvention, a platform where she could pivot from royalty to Hollywood mogul while maintaining an aura of exclusivity and purpose. But now, with deadlines missed, executives displeased, and potential lawsuits looming, that aura is cracking rapidly.
There won't be any more, as far as we know. I can't imagine they would want to have more, but I will spare you clips of it. It would get copyrighted.
The drama isn't limited to the boardrooms of Hollywood. Social media has exploded with speculation. Fans, critics, and gossip accounts are dissecting every possible angle, from potential legal consequences to the impact on Meghan Markle's public persona. Hashtags like #MarkleMeltdown and #Netflix vs. Meghan began trending within hours of the first rumors leaking, and the story shows no sign of slowing down. Observers note that the narrative is spreading at a devastatingly viral pace, painting Meghan as a figure whose ambition may have outpaced her ability to manage it. Meanwhile, sources close to Meghan say she is scrambling behind the scenes to contain the situation. According to insiders, her PR team has been working around the clock, attempting to spin the story into a narrative about creative freedom, artistic vision, and the challenges of breaking boundaries in Hollywood. But social media analysts suggest these attempts are already struggling against the wave of leaked documents, insider testimonies, and the growing sense of chaos surrounding her projects. And it doesn't stop there. Allegedly, high-profile Hollywood contacts are distancing themselves. Executives who once praised Meghan's vision are reportedly becoming quietly uncomfortable with being associated with projects that now appear stalled or mismanaged. Talent agents, producers, and even celebrity collaborators are said to be taking a wait-and-see approach, with some reportedly pausing negotiations on new deals until the Netflix situation is resolved. In other words, Meghan's professional credibility, carefully curated over years, is suddenly under intense scrutiny.
Scrabble, especially timed Scrabble. It's something that I've loved for a long time. I'm very good at Jeopardy.
Sources tell us the pressure has even reached Meghan Markle's inner circle. Close friends reportedly describe her as stressed, emotional, and unusually reactive. One insider notes that private conversations have been dominated by concerns over financial obligations, contractual penalties, and the fear that Netflix could publicly embarrass her if she doesn't meet their demands. The stakes, insiders say, could not be higher, and the timing couldn't be worse. Meghan had been counting on a series of high-profile releases to cement her post-royal brand. But now, those plans are on hold, creating a vacuum that critics are already filling with speculation and criticism. The same media outlets that once celebrated her Hollywood ambitions are now scrutinizing her every move, framing the narrative around failure, mismanagement, and alleged meltdown behavior. The story has also caught the attention of legal experts who suggest that Netflix may have substantial leverage. Entertainment law insiders note that contracts of this nature typically include both financial remedies and operational control clauses, allowing the platform to hold producers accountable for delays, mismanagement, or failure to meet expectations. In other words, the network could potentially recoup millions or force Meghan to meet the original terms under threat of litigation. But here's the most explosive part. Insiders hint that Netflix is reportedly considering going public with its concerns if Meghan fails to resolve the situation privately. Such a move would be unprecedented and could permanently damage her reputation in Hollywood. Sources describe the scenario as a PR nightmare of epic proportions, one that could affect future partnerships, endorsements, and even her credibility as a content creator. And yet, Meghan's camp insists she is not backing down. Sources close to her say she remains committed to her vision, confident in her creative instincts, and unwilling to compromise on the projects she believes define her brand. But insiders warn that this determination may come at a cost, noting that Netflix currently holds far more leverage in the standoff. The balance of power, they suggest, is heavily tilted against her. As the story continues to unfold, industry watchers are keeping a close eye on every development. Meetings, emails, and production schedules are being scrutinized. Every tweet, every social media post, every minor action is being interpreted as evidence of either strategic planning or panic. And in the middle of it all is Meghan Markle, reportedly in tears behind closed doors, facing the possibility that her post-royal empire, built with so much care, ambition, and media savvy, could crumble before it ever had the chance to flourish. In Hollywood terms, the stakes could not be higher. A celebrity's brand is their currency, their influence, and their negotiating power. And according to insiders, Meghan's brand is now at a crossroads, one that could define the trajectory of her career for years to come. As one source chillingly put it, this isn't just a contract dispute. This is the moment where Meghan Markle's Hollywood credibility is being tested, and the outcome could be devastating. The question now dominating the industry is simple and terrifying. Can Meghan weather the storm? Or is this the beginning of a full-scale collapse? With Netflix demanding millions and the media circling like vultures, the pressure isn't just internal, it's public and merciless. Social media exploded the moment whispers of Netflix's demands began to leak, with entertainment journalists, gossip accounts, and mainstream outlets dissecting Meghan's every move. Hashtags like #MarkleMeltdown and #Netflix versus Meghan became trending topics within hours, painting the picture of a woman under siege, scrambling to hold together a brand suddenly looking more fragile than ever. Insiders say the leaks were no accident. Some documents reportedly came from individuals frustrated by constant delays. One source said, executives wanted to make sure the truth got out, and they knew the media would eat it up. Screenshots of internal emails, budget spreadsheets, and production timelines began circulating online, all pointing to missed deadlines and ballooning costs. Hollywood insiders report that even Meghan's most loyal supporters hesitated after seeing the leaked information. Meanwhile, Netflix is reportedly moving quietly but aggressively. Sources say the streaming giant has begun assembling a legal team to explore every available avenue, and they are not bluffing. One insider told us, they have every intention of protecting their investment. And when it comes to Meghan, they have leverage on their side. According to sources, the network has already sent preliminary notices of potential financial recourse, a move that sent Meghan's team into what one insider described as full panic mode. Inside Meghan's inner circle, the panic is palpable. Staffers and advisors are allegedly working around the clock, attempting damage control, spinning narratives, and scrambling to reassure Hollywood collaborators that everything is under control. But insiders report that morale among her team is sinking fast. There's a lot of whispering, one former associate revealed. People are asking, is she really going to pull this off? Or is this about to blow up in her face? It's tense. At the same time, sources say Meghan herself is emotionally raw. Eyewitnesses claim she has been seen in tears multiple times during closed-door meetings, struggling to reconcile her confident public persona with the private reality of mounting pressure, financial scrutiny, and public humiliation. One insider said, she's crying, snapping, lashing out. People are walking on eggshells around her. And yet, despite the tears, Meghan reportedly refuses to back down. Sources close to her insist she is determined to fight for her creative vision, even if it means going head-to-head with Netflix. She believes in what she's creating, an insider said. Even if the network demands millions, she feels she's in the right. That stubbornness is both her strength and her greatest vulnerability. The media storm isn't helping. Entertainment journalists have been digging through her projects, public statements, and production history, uncovering patterns of delays, canceled appearances, and shifting timelines. Every revelation adds fuel to the narrative of a star struggling to manage her brand and high-profile productions, painting a portrait of chaos behind the polished Instagram posts and magazine covers. Industry analysts warn that this isn't just a PR problem, it's a career-defining moment. If she resolves it well, she could come out stronger, one expert said. But if it spirals further, we could be watching the unraveling of a brand that was once considered untouchable. Legal experts also note that Meghan's contracts leave little room for negotiation. Clauses regarding delivery deadlines, production oversight, and financial accountability give Netflix significant leverage to recoup millions already spent on projects that failed to meet obligations. Some sources describe the situation as a financial trapdoor waiting to be sprung, and her legal team is reportedly scrambling to respond. Meanwhile, social media continues to erupt with speculation, leaks, and conspiracy theories. Fans and critics alike are dissecting every detail, from the content of her shows to her recent public appearances, trying to determine whether Meghan can survive this storm, or if the brand she has built is on the verge of implosion. Influencers, commentators, and Hollywood pundits are weighing in. Some defend her passionately, others predict a spectacular fall from grace. Behind the scenes, even close collaborators are reportedly feeling the pressure. Production teams, writers, and consultants who once praised her vision are said to be uncomfortable with the current trajectory, with some allegedly pausing new projects until the situation stabilizes. People are wondering whether they want to be connected to something that might collapse under its own weight, one source said, and hesitation spreads quickly in Hollywood. As the crisis escalates, insiders claim Meghan's PR machine has shifted into what they describe as DEFCON 1. Staffers are reportedly working nonstop to spin stories, issue statements, and create diversions to protect her image. Every press release, interview, and social media post is now vetted with microscopic scrutiny, but leaks and public curiosity make containing the narrative nearly impossible. Even family connections are reportedly under strain. Sources close to the royal family say palace insiders are watching with a mix of concern and amusement, noting that Meghan's Hollywood conflicts have once again collided with the media's appetite for scandal. Some advisors allegedly warned her months ago about the dangers of public overexposure, warnings that were reportedly ignored. Industry observers say Netflix's next move could set a precedent for the entire entertainment world. A high-profile lawsuit, financial penalties, or public statement could not only reshape Meghan's career, but also signal to other stars the consequences of missed deadlines and unfulfilled contracts. Some analysts believe this saga could become a cautionary tale about the fragile balance between celebrity power and corporate accountability. And in the center of the storm is Meghan Markle herself, tears, tension, and fury reportedly defining her private meetings, while outside, the media portrays a narrative of chaos and potential collapse. Sources indicate she is desperately trying to regain control, but every move seems to spark new challenges, new leaks, and new scrutiny. One insider summed up the moment. She's brilliant, ambitious, and determined, but the combination of public scrutiny, corporate pressure, and the weight of her own brand has created a perfect storm. Right now, Meghan is fighting on all fronts, financially, legally, and emotionally. And it's anyone's guess how this ends. As the drama escalates, Hollywood, media pundits, and millions on social platforms are asking the same question. Can Meghan pull herself out of this nightmare? Or is the Netflix conflict the first domino in a collapse that could define her post-royal career for years to come? The tension is palpable. The stakes are enormous. And the world is watching.